Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we dealt with a series of fairly tough rebellions. They were mostly tough though because of the timing of it all, right? That was definitely the hard part about it, and it's all my own fault, 100%. I knew it was a problem the moment I declared that war, but it's fine. We ended up getting there in the end. Now we've got like 9 years left in this game. No, 11 years? I can never remember the exact end date, but it's something like that. It's not a lot of time left, so that is fine. This is absolutely not happening. No. This is fine. And we did win a couple of victories. We've got some expiring merc contracts. That's fine. We hired every mercenary on the planet in order to fight those rebellions, and it was still really close. We can restore accolades, which I would be delighted to do. And we are currently above our vassal limit, so we do need to do something about that. Let's head over here and see. Actually, I want to check here. We can vassalize this person. They'll accept this with low feudal obligations. Done. So that seems fine. I also want to check through over here just to see if we managed to get ourselves any non-king level vassals. I don't think we did. So that is okay. In which case, of course, we want to head into our prisoners. Sort by rank. And we've got this guy. This is an empire tier realm. Hang on. There's an empire tier realm? He formed that. Okay. So the Kingdom of Himalaya is... I thought we took the Kingdom of Himalaya. Okay, hang on. I'm mildly confused right now. I'm mildly confused. Let's check in on this empire title. We have 0 of 8 required counties. So it is the Kingdom of Himalaya that we would need to take to destroy this empire title. Noted. We're not truced here. This is a kingdom tier title, but there are a bunch of kingdom titles here. So we would be interested in a claimant that has, well, a bunch of claims on these titles. And that would be someone like this. She would come to our court. We'll invite her. That seems fine. But we do need to deal with our vassal limit. So, that's fine. I was just mildly confused by the fact that there was an emperor in our prison. He's not our vassal, obviously. So, we've got this guy. And where's his kingdom at? Here. Understood. We're going to revoke his title, which we can do completely for free. He's a known criminal for revolting against us. And we're going to grant that to possibly the Kingdom of Yemen. I think that'll be fine. We'll grant the Kingdom of Arabia underneath that. And we'll just make sure that we don't have any other vassals to give out. We should be good, though. Yep, we're fine on that front. So we need to do that one more time. And we've got this guy, Nicaea. Okay, so that is, of course, right up over here. And we're going to revoke that. And we can give that to, say, Anatolia here. That seems okay. So we'll grant that right on over. We cannot grant out this title. It should be leased out to our court chaplain. Seriously? Okay, so we're going to have to wait for this to be automatically granted. It is this title here that's the problem. There we go. So that was automatically granted, and now we're going to grant this title over. Perfect. So now we need to... Okay, that looks like that actually worked absolutely fine. Cool. Nothing else needing to be done. So this is declined, this is fine, this is fine, and this is fine. Now, this lady arrived at our court. So I want to demand her conversion, 76% chance on that. She did agree to conversion, and now I want to attack this lady, pressing her claims. That's a lot of claims. And that actually brings us all the way over to this side of the map. So that carves a, that carves a complete wedge between these two sides that we haven't conquered. Excellent. That is really, really good. And I'm going to declare this right now. Where is their capital? Here is the answer. Okay, now we are 65, and we're a leper and infirm. It's remarkable we've survived this long. but we have. And we could die at any moment, so we need to keep that in mind. We need to raise men-at-arms here. And we're going to raise probably some amount of levy troops as well. What do they have? Almost nothing. Okay. Sounds good. So this lady became our vassal, and we need to do something about her. We don't want her to be our vassal. Where is she? She was traveling down over here. That didn't tell us where she actually was located. Okay, we're going to have to find her manually. That's obnoxious, but, I mean, we could go through our vassal list, I suppose. We go into here, vassals, and it would be someone, like, down here somewhere. Where would she be? So that's a mayor. That's a kingdom tier realm. Okay, yeah. So we're now getting into these kingdom tier realms, but some of these are particularly weak kingdoms. I have no idea where this lady is, but presumably she's somewhere over here. We do want to find her. We can't grant her de jure. This is a duchy. This is her. Okay, cool. So we can grant that over to, like, Kabulistan. That'll be fine. So we're going to grant that vassal over this way. It's not de jure, but it'll do. So that's fine. And how long until our men-at-arms? 4 months? Yeah, that's going to be a thing. So we have an acclaimed champion candidate arriving here, and we definitely want to... Oh, my. We definitely want to restore some of these. So we've got Dafi and Bada that can go here as the most expert of the Mel Spears. Bearer of the Emperor's Mace is only Dafi. So I want to make sure that Bada is currently a knight. He is skill 11. So that is this guy. Now, I want to restore the most expert of the Mel Spears, making Bada be that. Then we can restore the Bearer of the Emperor's Mace with Dafi, like that. Okay. Now, Mayor Suleiman, skill 11. So that is in here somewhere. Here he is. He is going to be the successor here. And then for the Bearer of the Emperor's Mace, we don't have a successor, so we will seek one. Okay, this should be probably enough men-at-arms. So we'll call that good. Sure, we'll pay the Royal Court a visit. What do we got going on here? We'll speak well of him. 900 gold for a secret escape passage? That sounds good. And we can be even more generous. This is true. So we're going to head up over this way and start ourselves a slow siege. Mercenary companies are being dismissed. Yes, that is absolutely expected. We don't need additional mercenary companies at this time. So that all looks good. We're going to get this siege going, but that's going to be a slow siege. And we want to make our way towards their capital. We see their army up over this way. That's understood. I do not expect this siege to be over before our men-at-arms arrive. So that seems fine. We could hold court. I don't see a reason to do so as of right now. We want to get this war underway, right? Let's get this mercenary contracts out of the way. We don't care if they go away at this point. We don't want to extend them further. We put a lot of money into keeping the realm together there, but we have so much more. It really doesn't matter. It's completely and totally fine. But we did just lose our spy master, and that should be this guy. Excellent. So our men-at-arms are now going to be 12 days away. And we just found an accolade successor for the Bearer of the Emperor's Mace. Also, our friend Herman died, and that put us up to stress level 1. Stress level 1 is okay. We don't mind that. So Bearer of the Emperor's Mace, Sia, skill 16. Sure. So right down over here, we'll have you be forced to be a knight, and there we go. Perfect. I'd like to restore other accolades, but that's going to be a while. Okay, so over we go with our men-at-arms. Looks good. Are we lacking in men-at-arms restoration? No, it just seems like it's a bit of a small number. Okay. It's fine, though. All we really need here is our bombards. So that is, of course, all looking good. Now, I think it's very likely that we die before the end of the game and have one more succession. So we want to head this direction. And that's just something we're going to need to plan for. It's almost certainly going to happen. We're going to come out over this way. We see their army here, and they're coming this direction. I like it. So we're going to head this direction, and we'll just head on in over here. We would like to ensure that these other wars don't actually succeed. So we're going to wander in over this way and start removing them, shall we say. Excellent. Not but malice and lies, I'm sure. Summon the physician, definitely. We have a lot of realm plagues, of course, but, I mean, given the size of our realm, I can't say that that's surprising. We are slightly large. Did we ever conquer this? Yes, we did. Okay, I just remembered that, and I was like, hang on. I wanted to make sure. Cool. So we are, of course, going to be coming in over here, and they are not happy about this situation. So we'll get this taken over. They're going to try to pile in here. This is not going to go well for them, though. They're going to get stack wiped. We're going to take over this siege. Not that they've made much progress. But this is absolutely legend. Legend? I was reading this, and I said what I was reading. Okay. Our promoted legend is no longer owned by anyone. I didn't know we were promoting a legend. I was under the impression we weren't. Okay. Cool. So we win that battle, no problem, and we're going to win this siege as well. We have no leadership here, and these are leaders from the Mercs, which is probably why we don't have anything right now. We'll be led by our champion instead. So that seems fine. We're going to head up over here. 84%. Okay, that's an artifact claim war. I don't really care about this. This war is a little bit more relevant. So let's wrap up this siege. We're at 35 ourselves. And we're going to hop in over to Shajou here. The lure of language? No, Bobo is clearly superior. The superior tongue. As everyone knows, I am currently speaking Bobo. I'm pretty sure. Right? That's how that works? No, I don't think that's how that works. So we're just going to go take their capital. That's going to be worth quite a lot of war score here. And that's going to pull back war score from the other people. So we're at 76% war score right now. We're going to grab this. That's going to be some amount of war score for sure. Claiming the Empire of Germania? How rude. Not that they can do anything about it. So that's 89%, and we got a renowned antelope hide. Okay. We could come up over this direction. Alternatively, we could come down here. And I think that's the way we're going to go. We siege here. We siege here if we need to. And between these two sieges, we project that the war is over. That would be the idea, anyway. So over we go. This seems fine. And again, this is pulling back on these. So that's defending against us. And that's a Liberty War, and that's the Artifact Claim War. Oh, I was reading this wrong. This is a Liberty War and an Artifact Claim War. We don't actually care about either of those. So that sounds good. But we're at 89% right now. And that is excellent. 98? Yeah, as expected, this siege here finishes it. Perfect. He is our prisoner. Also our prisoner. We don't let prisoners go. Get out of here. I guess this is fine. As long as they're not rulers, it's I guess, okay. Lots of people demanding that their family members go free, though. Very rude of them. So let's wrap up this siege, and this will wrap up the war. Summon the physician, sure. And we're going to enforce those demands. And this person will immediately become our vassal, and that's a big ol' land expansion. And like I said, we have a wedge driven over here now. So I want to check to see, are there any empire-level titles that we can create? We can create kingdom-level titles. We have the Black Horde. This is an empire-level title. Empire of Tehran. And that's what we've got there. Thessalonica, where is this kingdom? Okay, that's a useful kingdom to create, probably. We'll create that. Thessalonica is not really all that useful to us. Neither is Cyprus or Venice. So these kingdoms are kind of not important. However, we can vassalize this lady, which we should do. So that looks good. That is going to be this down here. Okay. So that is fine. The question is, where does that end up going, right? And I think the answer is we grant this guy the kingdom title. And then send him a gift. And then demand his conversion. 81% chance on that. And we can transfer this vassal over, but he's already considering a proposal from us. Eventually. Okay. He accepted. Perfect. So now we're going to grant him this vassal. There we go. Excellent. Now, we probably don't care about any of these ransoms. I'm honestly just going to get rid of all of them. They're not very relevant to us. So at this point, there's this guy, right? He's got an empire tier realm. So we definitely need to do something about this. War against tyranny. Okay. So we would like to go after this kingdom level realm. We do have this lady, but it's a male ruler, so we can't press a female claim against him. We would need, like, this guy. He has 130 reasons not to come. Okay, so that's not great. Out of curiosity, we have some de jure lands here. Any decent claims? The answer is no. Okay. So that is awkward for us. No doubt about it. I mean, I don't think we're going to get a total world conquest before the end of the game. If we had an extra, like, 20 years, we would. But I didn't set out to do a whole world conquest here. To be honest, we're quite a lot larger than I intended to be at this point. But that's late game Crusader Kings for you. So that's all fine. We can definitely start taking out some of these little guys, like this guy here. He is de jure ours. Would he become our vassal? The answer is no. Okay. So how many reasons does he have? 25? That's with a religious exemption. We're not his rightful liege, because we don't hold the Empire of Chagatai. Okay, we don't even have enough for the Empire of Tibet yet. We could go after these kingdom tier realms over here and start, like, trying to clean up some of this. I feel like it would be more manageable to get all of this done before the end of the game than all of this, except for that Empire tier realm. So there's this kingdom tier realm here. This is actually a double kingdom. So that makes it a little tougher to get unless we have a double claimant. And there aren't any claimants. So there's that. We can go after things like this duchy tier realm. No doubt about it. A forced vassalization here would be absolutely fine. And then we've got this guy. We can't do a forced vassalization of him. Wondering about claimants. That's not going to happen. Okay. So in that case, this is a little bit more complicated. He is slightly too large to be forcefully taken. So we could just go for a single duchy from him, like this. Then we've got this area, which is a kingdom tier realm. I don't think we have any de jure. And that claim is not great, but we can just do a forced vassalization. So this will get some territory here. And then we might as well toss in Ugra here as well. And just go for a single duchy off of it. It's not amazing, right? But, like, this duchy would merge together this that we're looking to take. And would carve a little bit off of there and make it a little more likely that we get that. We definitely want to do some cleanup over this way before the end of the game. And we'll just see how far we can get. I don't think we're going to get an entire conquest, for the record. I really, really don't. A little more time would do it. This Empire tier title is a little bit tough for us to break into, especially without a good claimant here. We could see about swaying this guy. We'll see if we manage to get him up high enough. I kind of doubt it. Okay, so we're going to be raising up forces somewhere around here. We'll raise men-at-arms. We'll raise enough for a siege force. We've got a fair number of wars here, right? So we need to get these done quite quickly. But we're going to be waiting on our men-at-arms for 4 months. Takes them a while to get out here when our empire is this big. This guy escaped. Very rude of him. This guy escaped too. Also very rude. So this is fine. And let's go for... How strong are all of these? 5k, 9k, 19k, and 26? Okay. I'm going to divide this force in half. We're going to go start up a slow siege over here. I would like a siege leader. He'll do, but he is actually a mercenary leader. We'll see how long he sticks around. We've got about 50 days until our men-at-arms show up. So that seems good. Formed a new alliance. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. He can do that if he wants. So we've got about 40 days left. We, of course, have a lot of events popping. That's very normal at this stage of the game when the realm is this size. There's a lot going on. No doubt about it. And to be honest, I'm flummoxed that we're still alive. I'm absolutely shocked by that. I can't believe this guy has lived this long. He has lived with leprosy for like 36 years. Which he probably had it before that. But he's been infirm for another like 20 years. It's wild that he's still alive. So we're going to group these all together and split off our bombards. The bombards are going to head up here, and that'll be fine. Now, I want to go deal with some of these armies, but they all kind of ran off. Okay. I guess we'll head over this direction. And we'll get these sieges wrapped up. We're just sieging towards their capital, and then we're going to siege down towards these actual war goal areas. So that'll be fine. We'll get this all wrapped up pretty quickly once our forces actually get into position here. And yeah, all of these merc companies are expiring. This is not shocking in the slightest. We are well aware that this is going to be happening. Get out of here, merc companies. Okay. Wonderful. So we're going to group these two together. And this guy's still here, remarkably. But he won't last too much longer. We're going to need to change our leader here pretty soon, probably. So let's go over and take their capital while these guys are heading south. The question is... Okay, they're grouping up down over here. That seems reasonably fine. We're going to head down there ourselves. I would love to fight these guys. Wonderful. This was worth 21% war score. That's insane. Why was that county worth 21% war score? Okay, so we are currently dying, but we had a successful treatment for our leprosy. So we're fine again. Remarkable. It is astounding how long this guy has lived. We've gotten really good luck on our treatments. No doubt about that. We just captured this guy, so this war is over. And the next question is, what are our other wars? So we're not fighting up here anymore. We should just come on down over this direction, I think. And I'd love to see if we can catch these guys out over here. We're 2 direct vassals above our limit. That's a county rank realm. Okay, so we can create this kingdom title. And then we could give this to, like, Bashkiria. 2 vassals go with. We'll send him a gift. And we'll demand his conversion. He has a 100% chance. Perfect. So now we're going to make our way through here. And work on getting rid of the rest of these units. So they're just chilling at their capital. We're going to go stack wipe them there. No problem at all. And these guys are going to hop in, siege here, and then they can come down over this way. Wonderful. Do we want to buy a few things along the way? It's honestly fine. Yeah, that drops our monthly income by an insane amount, but it doesn't matter. We have so much money coming in that it's still irrelevant. I like it. Okay, so this battle's over. We're actually sieging this quite quickly. I'm going to keep these units here. We're at 50% war score on this war. Actually, the war's over. This county was worth 50%. Insane. Okay, so we're going to enforce those demands, and now we need to head down over here. So where's their army at? They're down here. Awkwardly enough. Sure. That's going to take us 11 months to get there. That is very far south. These guys are going to head in and start sieging. Honestly, we should probably do the same with this force. We can just come up over here and slow siege it. These are low-level forts. Should be fine. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to wrap up these wars and probably look to get a lot of cleanup done over here, is I think what we're going to angle for. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.